In this lesson, we're going to look at how to use pointers to perform a swap, or a swap function where we swap two variable values. Here's the setup for the situation. We have two variables, num1 and num2. They each have values, and we display them. We'll go ahead and run that program. What we want to do is we want to write a function called swap that swaps the two values, and then we can display them again, and the values will be exchanged. So to write the swap function, we have two parameters. We create a temporary variable and assign it the first value. Then we assign the second value into the first value, and the second value then gets the temp value. And that should perform the swap. But when we run the program, we see that nothing happens. And the reason nothing happened is because we passed the parameters by value, so that we were just passing copies of num1 and num2 to the function, and then when the function goes out and back to the main program, the values of num1 and num2 are still the same. So to change this, all we have to do with pointers is turn val1 and val2 into pointer variables and add the dereference operator to every mention of val1 and val2, so that we're working with the actual memory address where the values are stored and getting at the value itself. And then in the swap function, all we have to do is change the arguments to references, like that. And so that now when we run the program, num1 and num2 are 2 and 4, and then after the swap with pointers, num1 is 4 and num2 is 2. You can also do this with reference parameters, but this also demonstrates one of the uses of pointers, and that's to make changes permanent in functions like swap, where it's perfectly normal to want to change the parameters that are being passed into the function, although that's not what I would consider normal use of parameters in functions. But for a situation like swap, you want to do that. And one way to do it is by using pointers. The other way to do it is to turn the pass by value parameters into pass by reference parameters, which we looked at earlier in the course. But again, this is a way to do it with pointers, and it demonstrates a reason why we want to have pointers in our language.